sant yàlla.
looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
Jar Oil, the company, have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
In the Gambia, we all move to different paces. Time is money, convenience is power, and now both are in your hands. No more long lines, no more late payments, no more missed chances, not anymore. Because now the Gambia has its own super app, Zap. One app, one tap, endless convenience. Send money instantly, pay your bills in seconds, shop without borders, pay your rides, order your meal, buy your ticket, deposit and withdraw money for absolutely free. No extra charges, no hidden fees, only on Zap Super App. This is not just convenience. This is confidence. This is the future in your hands. And the best part, Zap is born right here. Built for us, designed for every Gambian home, every Gambian dream. So don't wait in the past. Step into the future. Download Zap today on App Store and Play Store and enjoy endless free services. Call us today on our toll-free number 1666 or on 260-0001. Zap, all in one, all for you. Tap in, zap in.
The University of the Gambia's Faraba Banta campus will be officially inaugurated this weekend, December the 27, 2025. That's on Saturday, to be precise, by President Adama Barrow. Who else? It represents a major expansion of UTG's infrastructure, adding new faculties, laboratories, and facilities that mark a turning point in higher education development in the Gambia. Let's talk more about this with Lamin Sise. He's Director of Planning in MOHERST, and Mohamed Ngalan. Mohamed is the President of the UTG Students' Union. They're both here. Let's start with Lamin. Lamin, welcome to Coffee Time. Tell us what the inauguration of Lot 2 symbolizes for the Gambia's higher education sector.
Thank you very much, Peter. Thank you for having us, and thank you for your listeners and viewers out there. Lot 2 signifies a lot for not just the higher education sector, but in particular University of the Gambia, because this time around, like the Honorable Minister used to call it, is another exodus, but exodus of the faculty, the brains, the academics of the University of the Gambia, let me put it that way, of the University of the Gambia, because the entire management of the university will have to move upon completion and inauguration of this campus. That's the Chancery Building, 7-story, magnificent out there, enough space to house them for all their administrative purposes.
So no more activity along the MDI road?
Certainly not. All of them are moving.
Okay.
The students have gone. The remaining students and the faculty are all going now.
All
so
right.
it's the exodus to Faraba Banta.
Speaking of students, Mohammed, I remember when the move to Faraba was first mooted, it was chaos within the student body. How does it feel now? I mean, you've been there for how long now? A year and a half?
About 2 years now.
About 2 years. Okay. So how does it feel?
Thank you, Uncle Peter, and greetings to everybody out there watching. It's a mixed feeling. At the beginning, everyone had their doubts, everyone had their objections as to whether it would work out or not, and a lot of us who were behind the scenes would be like, it's just a trying, it's not gonna work. But eventually now, even though the struggles are still there, they're inevitable. You will always find struggles and such. However, Faraba is feeling home now. Fantastic. And a lot of people are
Today is not the day to focus on struggle, so let's just focus on the homeliness of Faraba. What do you find most homely about Faraba?
Okay, I am a law student. My school wasn't at Faraba, but now my school is moving to Faraba. But that aside, I think Faraba gives us the opportunity that we did not have years ago. That is to say, years ago you would find out that students within the university would have lectures from this room to the other, and there was no social cohesion. Most of the times, in fact, there would be 2 students in the university. Until they leave the university, they would not even have known that the other is in the university. Now that's a thing of the past, because we are all on same campus. We all live together. We do things together, and we live the university life more now than ever.
Fantastic. I'm sure better times still to come. Lamin, and how does the expansion align with the government's broader vision for national development?
I would say it did very well because, as you know, this is geared towards expanding the access to higher education in this country. Before, while at Carniving, there was no, like Mohammed just said, dedicated space to be renting here and there. Now they have more than enough space. His school that wasn't there before is moving, but I can tell you they have more space than they needed. Like many other schools, they can't fill that campus. Not for now. It's a futuristic plan. So that's the access is addressed. The quality is there as well, which government is trying to have. We want to build the highest competent human capital in this country that can steer the development affairs of our country. So all the schools are equipped with the necessary either laboratories or equipments that they require. Law school are moving, they're going to celebrate. I'm not sure if he's going to be enjoying that moot court, well-furnished, state-of-the-art moot court that they're going to have at Faraba. Go to agriculture, it's like in total 14 laboratories with state-of-the-art equipment, soil testing that we're going to Senegal, many others. They can now comfortably do it here at Faraba.
So no more need to go to Senegal for
not
soil
at all,
testing?
Not at all, bro. All of it is addressed there. You go to other schools that are already there, they've got state-of-the-art chemistry, energy, for instance, high test energy capacity of rooms. All of that is available. So what else can we ask for? The opportunities are there. The space is more than enough there for them to, like he said, because you don't really say, I've gone to university and enjoyed it if you don't live the university campus life. They're having that now, where all of them interact after lecture hours, have time for your seminars, study groups. That makes you a real student who'd gone to university, and they're having that now at Faraba. So, alhamdulillah, I think we are getting there.
All right. Yeah. Why was Faraba chosen, for the site of the Gambia's flagship campus?
Well, from what I understand, because I probably was at the university ministry before, but not really involved into things, was space.
Okay.
So Comboys was lucky to host it because they had the space at the time. I understood there were consultations here and there, and several chiefs were put together, and then they were asked to see who's going to offer space to build this campus. So among them, the guy at Comboys said, "Okay, I have space to offer you," and that's how lucky they were to host this campus. Magnificent.
Taking it to summer would have helped with decentralization. At least,
it's quite true.
You would have had people traveling from here to the hinterland to get a good education, rather than continuing to concentrate, educational institutions here.
Yeah, that's already a challenge you have. You're very right about that. I'm not sure they thought that far, but don't go school.
And how do you feel, Mohammed, about this whole move? I mean, you're here this morning. Obviously, you can't be against it, but if you had a choice between staying and moving, would you still move?
Okay, the thing is not about having a choice. Even if I had the choice and knowing fully well how Faraba is, bearing in mind the capacity that is there, the student life that would be there, and the fact that it would be an opportunity for others to be able to enroll at the Faculty of Law. Because with the space that we have, the enrollment is very limited. And now with the space that we have,
so space is a limiting factor.
It's a limiting factor. And now that we're moving to Faraba, there would be more space. And the moot court, unquestionably, one of the best that we could have ever asked for. So most definitely, I would have decided to move.
Okay. So the inauguration is on Saturday. How are the students preparing? How is the student body? I mean, you're the president of the GTU Students Union. I mean, how are you preparing?
Excitedly waiting for the delegation to come and have our classes
but
open.
That's a must. I mean, the president cannot just go there and speak to empty buildings. The student body will be there, but are you making any extra arrangements for the day?
We are. There would be transportation arrangements, feeding and refreshment would equally be provided for the students, and also there would also be T-shirts being provided for the students. Yes, and students are very much excited to welcome the president at Faraba Banta campus, and we are hoping that it would be one of the most successful inaugurations.
Well, you can make it be one of the most successful inaugurations. Who's sponsoring the T-shirts and transportation and all whatnot?
It's through the Ministry of Higher Education, Science and Technology.
Very good, very good. Where's the money coming from, Lamin?
From Gambia government. Let me put it that way. So,
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Walk us through the key facilities delivered under this Lot 2, and what makes them so transformative. I mean, your minister likes to talk about transformational education, transformative education, and all of that.
Yeah, the whole thing is coming from what we call the transformation of tertiary and higher education in this country. What we used to have wasn't desirable. So, but
what we used to have wasn't desirable?
Yeah, as a sector.
Okay.
But since 2018, we went back on this because we have a strategic plan. And this year, but we have to review.
So we're like groping in the dark before 2018.
Well, you can say that in many ways because what? The quality wasn't really satisfactory. The facilities weren't there. I mean, a whole lot of the financing wasn't there. But as we speak today, I mean, there's a huge transformation from what it used to be in 2017. I'll put it that way, early 2017, honestly. Now, coming to your question, Lot 2, it has 2 faculties to be added to Lot 1. So in total, it will be 6 faculties. But Lot 2 here has 2 faculties. One is the Faculty of Law, and 2 is the School of Agriculture and Environmental Sciences. And then added to that, you have the Pride, the 7-story chancellor building. Now, all of these things are coming fully equipped. Law, I've told you about the mood court, but not just that. They have the entire furniture, well furnished. You go to the dean's room, you're like, with respect to the president, where you're walking into State House, right?
Oh, really?
Very well laid out, furnished with good sofas.
I hope the president doesn't change his mind about this arrangement when he actually sees it himself.
No, he likes it. He's been there a couple of times, and he likes the 7-story chancellor building. That's we used to call it his flagship project.
Okay.
Yeah. Then agriculture, again, a very huge, large space that they won't be able to occupy alone themselves. It's too big for them, but I mean, it's theirs. They have, with the exception of the mood court and the research lab that will be there, agriculture is going to have 12 laboratories. All the different labs you think about. I mentioned just soil testing, but there are a whole lot of them, all fully equipped with state-of-the-art materials and testing kits. And then they have the how do you call it, auditorium to themselves, well furnished. You will like it, with smart teaching boards. Then you go to the Chancery, the 7-story, iconic. What else? This is it. You have some walkways that are added as well, and car parks, because every school in Faraba is built in such a way that they have their own car park, and you have walkways that laid out to connect you to the other schools. Yeah.
Who did the design?
It's done by Peace. And they call it Pan-African Engineering Consulting.
Okay. And how much involvement did our local engineers have in it?
Actually, not much.
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, but not much also.
Not much.
Because the design was done since around 2012, 13 thereabout, but not much at the time.
Okay, you talk about this Chancery building. Yeah. How do you think, it will strengthen university governance and administration?
A whole lot. I think because what happened is they will be there for the first time all together in one big building. So access to one another, you know how it works in an office or administration. Accounts will definitely have to deal with management all the time on a daily basis to either sign their checks for them or give them clearance. Procurement, very important as well. The faculty heads, the deans. So this is giving them an opportunity to be together and interact. That enhances what? Efficiency of their management. So the vice chancellor needs to talk to the director of operations or need to talk to the director of quality assurance. With a phone call, they meet at his office is very spacious. I wish you go there. And he has a conference room nearby. So he can gather them and say, okay, come here for your daily briefings. Give them urgent, and they go on past that. The schools are already there, also accessible, waiting. Because from the Chancery, it's about 2 minutes to business school, School of Business, the largest school, and 5 minutes to agriculture and education. So that way they're all accessible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
The way you talk about, the layout, I'm sure you wouldn't mind your office being moved to Faraba.
We had actually wanted that earlier, but we wanted space to build more houses around them.
Mohammed, coming back to you, what opportunities do you think the Faculty of Law's relocation will create for students and the justice sector in general?
Fundamentally, it would provide more students the opportunity to enroll into the Faculty of Law. As it stands, there are a lot of students from high school that want to enroll to the Faculty of Law. But unfortunately, the Faculty of Law only enrolls students once per year, and not twice per year, like the other schools would do every semester.
So all the other schools would enroll twice in a year?
Except law
the Faculty of Law for space,
space is one of the key factors as to why they enroll once per year. It's not only the Faculty of Law, but Faculty of Law and the School of Medicine and Allied Health Sciences only enroll once per year, unlike other schools. But with this infrastructure, we're certain that they would be able to increase the number of enrollment, and not only per year, but equally per change it to per semester. And of course, we have already seen that being commenced, because the new student, that is the first year, first semester students, bearing in mind that we should be moving to Faraba this January, the Faculty of Law decided to enroll more than it used to. It enrolled about 87, 89 students this semester. That is in consideration of the fact that we'll be moving to Faraba, and Faraba will provide us the capacity that we need.
Fantastic. A lot of people, think that every year the UTG churns out far more lawyers than this country needs. I'm sure you've had, such a comment.
Quite a lot.
That everybody wants to be a lawyer, and people don't see the need for more lawyers. I mean, how do you respond to, such perception?
I don't think everyone going to the Faculty of Law wants to be a lawyer. Everyone wants to have a legal background, and every Gambian citizen needs to have a legal background.
Oh, every Gambian needs to have a legal background, huh?
It's...
Why?
Okay, we're living in a world where an individual, if you sleep on your rights, most often you would never enjoy them. And you can only be able to satisfactorily know your rights if you have a legal background. And not only that, there are other areas of law that a lot of people are not aware of. There are certain crimes that people would commit, they would never know these are crimes, unless and until they sit in a class and they're told that these are crimes, you should not commit this, you should not do this. Especially when it comes to patent law, issues about violations of the criminal code, among other things. Most people do not know. And if you fail to know these things, that's why when you go to the police station, you tell the police officer, I don't know anything. He attacked me. We did this and this. And then the police officers will tell you, no, because you did this, this is a crime. And he also did this. This is also a crime. And now you would find yourself at a cage. You will not know what to do or what is expected of you. But as I said, every Gambian needs to have a legal background. So it's not about only going to the law faculty to be a lawyer. Not all of us want to become lawyers.
Do you want to become a lawyer?
Not necessarily.
Okay. All right. Lamin, in what way does Lot 2 position the Gambia as a regional hub for education in West Africa, for instance? Because I think I overheard in one of your minister's speeches that, if we develop our education system to a certain level, we might even attract, students from neighboring countries and beyond. So in what ways will Lot 2 position the UTG, to be that regional hub for education in the sub-region?
It will do so, very well. I'm sure why he said that, because we know, as before Lot 2 or even before Faraba.
Well, before the advent of even the arrangement with
student movement, internationalizations.
Every Gambian who needed higher education had to leave the country.
Exactly.
Because tertiary, institutions weren't available.
Wasn't available. Okay. Now that it is available, one, we decide to stay. Most people will stay home, but we also bring in attracting other students to come to the Gambia to study. The School of Medicine used to be the leading school in that regard, but very recently this Faculty of Law, School of Law had taken over almost, because a lot of students from the sub-region will come in here to do their degree programs and also their bar programs.
Already that is happening?
That's happening. They had to restrict them by giving them a quota, in fact. That shows how attractive it is. But again, like you said, Lot 2 is complementing Lot 1 at Faraba. So we're having almost a full set of complements of faculty at Faraba. So if anything, this is just increasing the capacity, like I said, with the capacity they had in terms of structures and necessary equipment, teaching and learning materials also, it is serving that purpose fully to attract students to come to enjoy that state-of-the-art facilities and the brains. Because Gambia, you may not know it, but we're not small when it comes to brain power.
Oh, no, I know that.
Yeah, good. So we have a lot to offer to our neighboring countries, and the peaceful nature of this country made it so attractive that when students get enrolled into Gambian university, they're sure that within the stipulated period of time, I'm completing my program. Nothing like deferring here and there due to strikes or other unforeseen circumstances. No, they're not, unlike other countries. So, I mean, time is not there. It's an investment. So every parent who is investing in your child, you calculate the trade-offs. Meaning extra money to say, okay, he's going to be employed and start enjoying my investment. So that guarantee of investment is there. And we all know investors like what? Conducive environment to go and invest in. And we are offering that. The Lot 2 is complementing that at Faraba. Yeah.
And Mohammed, well, okay, I suppose you have, classmates, course mates who are from, countries in the sub-region. What's their perception of the Gambia? What do they think of the quality of education they're receiving here?
I was just going to substantiate what he said earlier as to the people coming to the Faculty of Law to study within the sub-region. I know about 3 to 4 former students of the Faculty of Law currently doing their bar in Nigeria, because they are all Nigerians. They had to go back to Nigeria to do their bar. And I also equally know some time ago a student who reached out from Liberia who wanted to study in the University of the Gambia until the application was already done. I'm not certain whether he ended up joining us at the university or not. And equally, a month or 2 ago, someone from Senegal did reach out to me asking as to whether he could come and do his master's program in the Gambia, and I certainly answered in the positive. So this is just to substantiate the fact that people within the sub-region are taking keen interest in coming to study in the Gambia, most especially at the University of the Gambia.
Yeah, but those who come, I mean, what's their perception of the quality of the education and the Gambia as a country?
I think the fact that people are reaching out to come to study in the Gambia, it's enough to testify that we have the quality, and each and every one of them have a good perception of what the Gambia is providing.
And why are they reaching out to you? Is the GTU
UTG.
UTG is all these abbreviations. Is the UTG Students Union helping advertise online through its different social media handles, or what?
Whenever admission is open, we would normally share through our social media handles that applications are open for admissions. However, most of the times when they reach out, I will direct them to the UTG link, where everything that is required of admission and so all the criteria are provided.
I mean, you've painted this extraordinarily beautiful, picture of the Chancery building and, all the other buildings. But, one of Gambia's, biggest Achilles heels is maintenance.
Absolutely.
So what measures are in place to ensure that, these buildings are, sustainably maintained?
Quite true. That's something we had a good thought of. And they're also lucky. I mean, to the Gambia, it's lucky. The ministry is always there to provide them the backing and the necessary little financial support that we have, because government of the Gambia is constrained. But like I said, the transformation that we had been working on had enabled us to come up with additional financing strategies. We've launched, and then now it's operational, the Research and Innovation Fund for the Gambia. We've had tertiary and higher education trust fund. These funds are established to be able to give mainly our public institutions additional financing strategy that they can tap into to invest in the structured facilities to enhance their capacity, both infrastructure-wise and also human resource-wise, so that they're able to stay competitive and sustainable in the future. So once they're gone, the fund is there to enable UTG, like any other institution, apply based on proposals that they're going to present to access necessary financing to do those enhancement work and also quality improvement. So it's there, but that's not alone. I mean, they can always count on the university, on the ministry for things like this, because yes, we continue to exist to support higher education in this country. And them being the premier university, like Minister will call it, of course, they stand a high chance to get any support that makes sense in terms of what they want to do at the faculty at Faraba Banta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Again, talking about the buildings, the structures, how accessible are they to persons like me, persons with disabilities?
They're very accessible now. We had those challenges at London, but even that is not addressed. I'm not sure if you've been seeing the latest videos around town. There are lifts available.
Oh, okay. So lifts
have
been
installed finally. That allows you to go up, access any other structure or facilities up there, and come down peacefully. And at the Chancery building, they're going to have 4 lifts. 2 on each side, because it's 2 separate buildings connected upstairs, but also in between. So there are 2 lifts on one side and 2 on the other side. That allows you to go up, access the space there, and come down peacefully.
Okay, and what about buildings on the ground floor? Those don't need lifts?
Yeah, they don't. There are ramps provided.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
Because you go to his school, you can comfortably use the ramp and go up.
Okay.
Yeah.
You want to tell us how the union, assists students with disabilities also maneuver without much difficulty?
Okay.
Whether it's here at Canifing prior to moving and all of that, how does the union generally assist students with disability, whatever type of disability, whether it's if they are visually impaired or physically challenged?
Some time ago, my predecessor made it a key responsibility to ensure that people with disability are being heard within the university. And since then, we have always made a rallying call to support people with disability. Recently, under my government, together with my Justice Minister and Secretary General, we have made it a responsibility to not only continue the advocacy, but equally make it a constitutional mandate within our constitution as a university as a union, and that is to have a section of the constitution to amend the constitution per se and incorporate a committee for the people with different abilities, and have it under the Justice Ministry, where the Justice Ministry would be the one to call on all the members of council whenever the rights of the people with disability are being violated, or whenever there is need to support people with disability. This is how we are trying to cope with the situation.
Mm-hmm. And
maybe I should add this.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
The other facilities, like the toilet facilities, they are also all available. You go to every school, every faculty. If there are 2 normal toilets, you have a huge toilet facility for the disabled.
Very good.
Functional and comfortable.
Very good.
Because we have persons with disability at the school, and they're enjoying that facility.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Maybe we will bring one of them on the program one day.
Sure. You
need
to
testify
to
all of that.
Exactly.
Just before I ask you to again talk about the big day itself, does Lot 2 complete the Faraba Banta UTG project, if you like?
Oh no, not yet. Not near it yet.
Not nearly yet.
Not near.
Oh,
because from Lot 2
there are many more lots
to come, inshallah.
Okay.
As we inaugurate Lot 2 on Saturday, we will be laying foundation stone for another iconic investment. That's the School of Medicine and Other Health Sciences, which we call Lot 3, which hasn't been there yet. So that's one more to be added. And there are other lots to come. Now we're talking about Lot 4, in fact. We started putting heads together to design the concept note for Lot 4. So Lot 2, yes, it complements Lot 1, but it's not near completing the project for Faraba Banta. Faraba is an, how do you call it, educational city.
Yeah.
It's going to be, you may want to grab a plot around that area so that you don't miss out. Yes.
Well, give me one as a gift.
We, like I said, MOHERST wanted to, but we didn't have space to be there.
All right, let's talk about December 27th,
Yes.
Because it's the whole objective of this program. What people need to know about the ceremony, who is coming to preside over the ceremony, and the significance of it all. Let's start with you before, or do you want Mohammed to take the lead before coming to you?
No, I'll take the lead.
Okay,
So
all right.
it's okay. Yes, it's a very big day for MOHERST. It's another celebration that we have to celebrate in the higher education sector, because, like I said, for us, the focus is on the Chancery. That is allowing us to have UTG complete its move to Faraba. So that the students and themselves wouldn't have to come back to Canifing for my transcript, for my payments. No, So they'll all be in Faraba. And we're proud of that building. I wish you see the building. Have you seen it?
Don't worry, I'll see it.
Very nice.
I'll see it.
So, and you should be there. I hope you're coming.
I have a wedding, unfortunately.
Oh, too bad.
Well, for you,
But
maybe.
next time.
But very good for me that I have a wedding.
I know. But I hope your team will be there on the ground.
They will be, yes.
Yes.
Definitely.
So it's a National Day celebration, and the president certainly will be there to grace that and to inaugurate the building and lay the foundation for Lot 3. But also we have the financiers, people, the multilaterals that enable us to make that investment. The Badia president is coming to witness that. And then the ISDB regional director will come to grace it as well. Other partners like the PACE that I told you, the engineer, the head is coming, regional head. Sapuji, the contractor, is also having a delegation from the head office to come and attend that. Like other invited guests as well. So it's a big day, and what we wanted is that there are a whole lot of arrangement in place. So entertainment is available. Like he said, he talked about the transportation that they used to have, which is going to stay to enable anybody who wants to go move to Faraba to enjoy the day and back home. But we also have entertainment that's going to accompany the whole event. So Jaliba would be there, our star, to entertain the people. We would not. You wouldn't go there and get sort of like, I don't have a place to sit or water to drink. No, we have 2,500 seating capacity installed there for anybody who wants to come. Water, anything. Think about it. We'll be there for you at your comfort. Yes.
And Mohammed, in terms of the students' preparation and what they plan to offer on the day.
We're still on the preparation. A lot of things are ongoing. Recently, if you observed our social media handle, you will realize just yesterday we're given process of each person's perspective as to the Lot 2 and the laying of the foundation of Lot 3. But most importantly, I think this is just an opportunity for us to yet again thank the Minister of Higher Education for this investment and the Gambia government, of course, because it had always been a challenge for people that had passed through the university until our time that we're lucky to say we are now finally having our own campus that which we could call the University of the Gambia. So, yeah.
Fantastic. Lamin Sise, Director of Planning, MOHERST, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
And Mohammed Ngalan, President of the UTG Students Union. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Sant yàlla. Looy xaar utal Wave nga scan nga fay te nag doo ci yokku dara.
Jar Oil, the company, have filling stations across the country, and our rates are relatively cheaper than anyone else across the country. Jar Oil is the biggest producer and distributor of cement in the country with the most competitive prices in the market.
In the Gambia, we all move to different paces. Time is money, convenience is power, and now both are in your hands. No more long lines, no more late payments, no more missed chances, not anymore. Because now the Gambia has its own super app, Zap. One app, one tap, endless convenience. Send money instantly, pay your bills in seconds, shop without borders, pay your rides, order your meal, buy your ticket, deposit and withdraw money for absolutely free. No extra charges, no hidden fees, only on Zap Super App. This is not just convenience. This is confidence. This is the future in your hands. And the best part, Zap is born right here. Built for us, designed for every Gambian home, every Gambian dream. So don't wait in the past. Step into the future. Download Zap today on App Store and Play Store and enjoy endless free services. Call us today on our toll-free number 1666 or on 260-0001. Zap. All in one. All for you. Tap in. Zap in.